So my friend told me to check out this anime because he thought it was a decent show. And I'm not gonna lie, for a good minute when I first saw like the poster, a couple pictures, I was like, yo, is he a furry low-key? And am I gonna have to disown him because, you know, I can't be hanging out with no furry, you know what I mean? I'm joking, kinda there, but so without further ado, let's check out Beastars, the anime where anthropomorphic animals go to school and do events like plays, festivals, and have love. Okay, I have to talk about this first because it's easily the first thing that will stick out to you when you watch it. And oh no, it's not that all these characters are animals in this dang show. It's that this thing is in 3D. And I'm gonna be honest, unless the anime is getting a movie budget for the animation, it will just look bad. It'll look jagged at times. It'll look very, very stiff because they don't have enough money to work on all the figures and making it all work and all that. Okay, they just won't have enough money for it. That doesn't make the show automatically bad or anything, because there are a couple of 3D animes that I do enjoy, like Ajin or High School Girl. I think they're decent shows, but I think that if it was in 2D, it would look a lot better and the show would come out better as a whole. I just don't think 3D animation's there for the whole show to be in 3D, besides, you know, maybe a couple background scenes where characters are just walking by where it's like whatever, you know, like I seen it, and I think in ReZero, those like background characters, they were in 3D because it's quick to animate, quick to do, but I'm just not a fan of the whole show being in 3D. It just isn't there yet. Now that that is out of the way, we can discuss the anime and way it's run and optimized and operated pretty much in this world. You are a carnivore or a herbivore in this world, and since everyone's an animal, if you're a carnivore and you actually ate meat or anything like that, it would be murder, and yeah, and you'd be looked upon in a bad light. So carnivores can't eat meat legally, and they are forced to eat more herbivore type meals or type of things that gives them protein, like eggs, for example. The characters the show will focus on are like gray wolf called Legacy. I can't say his name that well. He starts as a loner who's pretty weak. He doesn't feel proud to be a gray wolf because honestly, carnivores get treated like lesser than creatures because they have to eat meat, and it's like savage and stuff, so they're not treated well, I feel. We see him go through this whole thing of pretty much being Luz's bodyguard and psychic at the start, and Luz wants to become a beastar, which pretty much means you get power later in life. One of my main things I don't like about the show is I don't feel like they really expand on what it really means to be a beastar and why he wants it so bad. I mean, I kind of get it by like little hints and clues they give, but it doesn't feel strong. I mean, your name of your show is called Beastars. I feel like it should be more expanded on and explained why you really want to be a beastar, which I don't think really happens here. It becomes more of a subplot, not really the main thing, I feel, which eventually down the road we find out Lewis and Legacy like this white rabbit called Haru. She will legit screw anything that moves though. She does it because she's weak and wants to feel like she's equal to the other animals, and the only way she feels like this is when she has sex because it's the only way she feels equal to them. Honestly, I did not like her at all. She felt like a hoe and a weak person in every way outside of that, and I feel like there are better characters for both characters to go after, and yeah, was not a fan. Now, the show goes through a couple of arcs, and honestly, it feels very schizophrenic, and I'll explain why. The first arc shows how carnivores are treated because one of the carnivores eats a herbivore late at night. That was in a play group that they're in, like a play, they do plays and stuff, and Legacy was in this, and so was Lewis. And it shows that Lewis wants to be a beastar and will empower and all that, and will do pretty much anything to achieve it. Like during a night when he was trying to get one of his actors to get in game ready shape here for this play, Lewis twists and hurt his ankle off the stage and is like all messed up. But Lewis does not care. He will power through it. He will do anything for to be a beastar. And Lewis is the play the first day and he's in utter pain. He gets it done, and then after the show he collapses, and they're like, oh man, you can't do day 2 of the play. So he has to substitute this tiger into Lewis's place, and then Legacy has to become one of the villains. Now what happens is Legacy finds out that one of the tiger that is now taking Lewis's part was doping now and taking blood of a herbivore as like a little, pretty much like a drug is pretty much what it is. And they have this big fight on the stage. Lewis sees this, man. He's like, nah, this is my home, you know, this is my place. And Lewis is like, I gotta fix the show. He fixes the show. He's mad at both the tiger and Legacy because of this, and he's gonna reprimand them, but they don't, because this big crowd of fangirls are like, oh, was that on purpose? Was that really cool? Because like the end of the play was like a cool dramatic twist and everything, and everyone loved it. So he had to play it off and like, it's no big deal, I guess. We're all in this together. So at that point, you know, I'm thinking, okay, this show's gonna be about, you know, Lewis going for Beastar, and then we'll have Legacy, you know, come, you know, being his little dude, you know, being his bodyguard. They're gonna go through everything through this or whatever. Then no, the show goes on a 100-degree spin and starts to play up this love triangle source between Legacy, Haru, and Lewis. Pretty much, Lewis likes Haru because of something she did for Lewis earlier. Whenever he lost his antlers, Haru put her in like her own little shelter type of thing so he can regrow his antlers. Lewis didn't want to be seen without his antlers. I don't know what's like why he didn't want to be seen like that, but whatever. And because of this, after all that, Lewis really likes Haru, but he can't actually go all the way through it because he's already been married off to a girl and everything, so he has no choice in that kind of matter. And it kind of makes him sad, but he knows there's nothing he can do about it, and Haru also knows nothing he can do about it, so they can never actually go all the way with their love and have a full-on relationship. Then we find out Legacy, through a certain type of events here where he has to get flowers and they do stuff for her, Legacy also now likes Haru. And the weird thing about that is that because Legacy is a carnivore and Haru is a herbivore, it's just frowned upon relationship because it's just two different entities. Not even like, that's not even counting the fact that they're different species, or that, you know, Legacy is pretty much like 3 times her size. It looks kind of weird that way because they're just not the same group or species or anything. So it's frowned upon, really frowned upon. So yeah, there's a whole love triangle there. And then eventually this girl named Juno comes in. She's also a gray wolf, and she wants to get Legacy's love. And I'm like, yo, that is a better fit. Like, it's not even like, I guess that makes me animalist if I don't feel like the rabbit Haru is a better relationship, but I feel like Juno is. Juno, you know, she really tries to like Legacy. She does all these things for Legacy. I feel like, yo, that doesn't seem pretty bad. I think that would be the better way, but no, somehow Legacy's like full on intent on going, you know, for Haru and everything. Eventually Legacy has to think all these things out and everything. They go to like a black market, like all the carnivore students go out outside the school, and they have to go do some stuff for a school project. And eventually they meet the black market. Black market is pretty much this place where carnivores go and get meat, and it's not legal, but they do it under the cover of darkness. Eventually Legacy has like this big panic because he doesn't know if he wants to kill and eat Haru or he wants to love Haru. And during this whole black market scene, he meets this panda who pretty much shows him, look man, I think you want to eat Haru and you don't actually like her. He gives him a rabbit porn magazine to see if he actually likes rabbits or that he wants to kill her. So that happens. So at this point, I think, okay, well, I guess it's going to turn into a romantic comedy type of thing, which it very well was for a couple of episodes. And I was cool with it. You know, I was laughing, having tons of fun with it all. And then out of nowhere, it changes it up again when freaking Haru gets kidnapped by pretty much the Tiger Mafia. So it's now turned into a action anime because Legacy and this panda dude that you met earlier from the black market named Gohan start fighting in this huge castle and everything. And they're just fighting to the nail, trying to climb up to Haru where she is, because she's going to get eaten by these tigers, like devoured. And it's going to be a massacre if Legacy doesn't get up there. So Legacy and this panda Gohan are just fighting to the nail and everything. And before this happened, Lewis knew Haru got abducted and kidnapped, but didn't want to tell the others because he valued public safety and wanting to be a beastar over Haru's love. When Legacy found this out, Lewis and Legacy get in this big fight like, bro, if you're not gonna save her, I will. You can go be beastar, but Haru's gonna be mine. So yeah, and this hurts Lewis. He's like, dang, I kind of messed up there. Eventually, Legacy fights all the way to the top, saves Haru, and they leave the castle. But there's like one tiger standing and everything. He's about to snipe the heck out of Legacy, just. But then out of nowhere, Lewis comes from behind and saves the tiger. And then we learned also that Lewis used to be he was going to be killed in the black market and be fed to the carnivores, but he got saved and everything. And then after he did save Legacy, he gives himself up and says, you know what, that's my life, man. I should just be fodder for the carnivores. He's nothing more than that. So that's what he does. He gives himself up. We don't know what happens to him exactly, but that's what I feel like happens. He pretty much gives himself up for the carnivores to eat him, which, okay, you know, that's what he wanted to do. That's on him. Then we get to the last episode, which I freaking hate. It felt so rushed with Juno trying to get Legacy really quickly to like her, like a last ditch effort. And it just felt very quick. It didn't feel like it was really planned out that much. Besides that, you know, she tried to do like this little play and like, oh, he'll like me because I look so nice and I'm doing this cool dance. And no, he pretty much dipped. It was like he ran for Haru out of nowhere and was like, yo, Haru, please like me. I love you and everything. And they're like, okay, we love each other. That happened. And then like after that, they're like, oh, we're gonna have season 2. And I'm like, okay. I didn't like that because they didn't announce a season 2 right afterwards. And I hate when animes do that, because sometimes they do it and there's never a season 2. Or they never announce a season 2. And it's like, what the heck? Where's season 2? And I don't know. I didn't like it. I didn't like it, to be honest with you. I did not like it. But to be fair to them, by the time I'm writing this and recording it, a week ago they did announce season 2. So at least they did fulfill the announcement of season 2 happening. I'm okay with that. At least they did it. Okay? At least they did it. I'm ready for season 2. I wouldn't say I'm hyped, because I'm more interested how they're going to get themselves out of this. I feel like there's no point for a season 2 or to carry the plot farther, because I mean, Legacy already got his love interest in Haru, I guess, and I'm guessing Lewis is dead. I don't know how you're gonna book yourself out of this. Book, that's the wrestling right there with me. Write yourself out of this, because I don't know where you're gonna go. I don't know. I'm interested more in see where they're gonna go into it. I'm not really hyped because nothing really got me to think, oh man, what's gonna happen next? It felt like everything was tied up nicely. I don't see where they can go any farther, but hey, I'm interested to see where it goes. Anyways, I think the show's okay and will definitely make you laugh at times. And it's a different take, I think, because the school romance type of angle, because it's animals and it's, I don't know, it's just animals, and it's a little different. It's a little different take on the school romance and all that. The anime, it suffers from being in a 3D environment and all that, and it would look a lot better in 2D. Also, it's very wishy-washy in what it wants to be, I feel. So if you're just looking for something quick and easy to watch that you haven't seen, then I'll say watch it, because it's only like 12 episodes. But if you have other stuff on your to-do list, I wouldn't go rushing to watch it. I feel at least till their season 2 comes out, because I didn't like the ending of the season, and season 2 is needed, I feel, to at least give me a better ending in the romance angle. At least give me something more in there. That's the only thing I can ask from a season 2, is just give more romance or progression in there, because it just felt very quick and forced. I didn't like that. That's the only thing I need from season 2. Anyways, I'm Ozaki. I hope to see you next time. Bye bye.